In this screencast, I'm going to describe the literal, inferred, and applied meaning of a text. Reminder, the literal meaning in the text means exactly what it says in the text. The inferred meaning is we read between the lines to find out what the reader really means and what the author really means, and the implied meaning is what the author thinks about the subject. So in this poem here, Pastures Green, we have read this section here. And you'll notice over to the bit here, if I just shrink it down, we said that we felt that this was the graves of the soldier. We inferred that from the sentence, graves for soldiers fallen, because these are soldiers that have died in there. We've also described the next part of an inference, where it says 1,000 miles from loved ones. The inference we're describing from that is that soldiers came from overseas, but actually were buried on where they fought, as opposed to being buried in their hometown. Further on down the text, we had this here, and we particularly focused on this word unspoken. And we inferred, the inference we described was that it was unspoken because the soldiers weren't talking about what happened when they came back with their families because of the horrific nature of the battles. So just a reminder, we infer by A, reading between the lines, and then the reasons that we give are based on the literal meaning in the text, i.e. what the text says. In this poem here, we've identified a few inferences. We've been able to identify them and describe them. So in this particular line here, and only the monstrous anger of the guns, we identify the monstrous anger is actually meaning that the guns were firing a lot. So they're going psycho, if you like, because they're firing them heaps, lots of machine guns and lots of firing going because it's a big massive battle. In this part here, the shrill of demented choirs of wailing shells. Demented choirs refers to the whistling sound that you often hear with bombs. And with hundreds and hundreds of bombs being dropped in this battle, there would have been a whole bunch of kind of noise going everywhere. So this would infer. So again, these are two instances where we've described the inference really well. We've identified where the inference is, and we've been able to articulate what it means, describe what it means.